Welcome back everybody into another daily recap. Today is the 14th of December, is currently 10 p.m. As always, we're going to have a look at gold and Bitcoin, and we're going to start with gold. As you can see already from this morning analysis, we started around here. We made the analysis around 8 a.m. We were looking for 1789, 1786, 1793 or even higher 1792 as a price points of interest, and as you can see during pre-London we almost reacted to 1789 and after that just went bearish. As you can see also during London, waiting for the New York news, which was the PPI, the producer price index, we always stayed below 1786 and above 1783, so exactly in the middle of these two PSAs. So that's why I always use them as that's why I thought they would give you some reaction. 1786 has been giving reaction through many days and weeks. 1783 was more recent one, but as you can see, gave a lot of reaction. And with the higher PPI, we saw that the markets were very optimistic, because this will mean that the Federal Reserve will probably need to accelerate the taper pace and possibly also the deadline for the interest rate hikes. As you can see, price then reacted to the next key level and the next PSA, which was really it was at 1770, which was a PSA that was used also in the past, and I was looking at it in the past, as you can see, and prices over there. So let me just remove them and let's jump into the 1 minute. As you can see, these are price points that I was highlighting beforehand, but as you can see here, what we saw on the hourly, we saw that during the pre-London hours, we were rejecting 1789 and we were closing, breaking and closing below 1786 PSA. So if you are a scalper, this break and retest could have already given you some sell signals to reach 1783, which is exactly 30 pips away. So you know that my usual setup is 10 pips stop loss, 30 pips take profit, and this is it. And as you can see, price is always closing at 1786, failing to close above, and doing so we don't close above. Doing New York, this is New York open, still price fails to break above 1786, and yes, you can either enter here saying that okay, if this high volume time is failing to breach 1786 level, then we can enter high risk, high reward sells, or safely wait for the breakout below the low of the range. But as you can see, 1781 was also 1783 didn't really give you a 1 minute entry, not a single retest, but 1781, which is a high time frame key level, gave us break and retest, as well as 1777 gave us a nice candle setup with a sort of break and retest as well. The same exact level afterwards, after the New York Stock Exchange opening and after this price action, same price level as happened here, same candle setup. We got multiple pin bars, which are very strong bearish setup, and with 15 pips stop loss, you can reach 45 pips take profit. As well, another pin bar, same setup, same price point, same result. As you can see here, price then after that just went with low volume, but this is really nice price action. Price was trending since the morning, especially and mainly from New York open at 2 p.m. as you can see, and having and respecting the PSAs that were highlighted already from the morning, as no, from the Telegram channel. There you go. Let me delete all these. Let me just give me a second. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, these were from the morning at 7:44 a.m. These were the PSAs published on gold. Let's have a look on Bitcoin. Very bullish run in the last few minutes. It went already 40-50 pips in 10 minutes, and these were the PSAs of the morning. So this is the previous days. As you can see here, this is today 8 a.m. Let me just show you. Here we were down below. We highlighted this wedge being created against 46,500, as you can see, with these 3 PSAs. Of course, this one never played out, but as you can see, 46,500 played out on the dot, and we saw immediately during London session a squeeze. On the high time frame, we can also see that we broke and retested the sort of trend line, but this price point was 47,500, 550, caused some reaction, as you can see, not exactly on the dot, but 47,600 caused this rejection from here. We're going back below to 46,500, and look what price rejected exactly like 3 hours ago, exactly 46,500, going into a bullish run, which is already 200 pips on the upside. Let's jump into the 1 minute. As you can see, very bullish run in the last few hours. And as you can see, we got the retest of 46,500 again. Here, as you can see, this was the London session. So when I made the analysis, it was 7:43. So we were around here. So we were at these lows, and we saw that this price point gave another reaction. Let me just activate the PPLs, and after that just gave us bullish trend with bullish confirmation. Let me just delete these and these, useless, and as you can see, we got a bullish confirmation of price point at each PPL, as you can see more clearly now. Okay, you can draw a trend line with this and these lows, and when price is breaking above this PPL, you can enter buys either here or here, so it gives you a nice TP in trend, because you identify that the bearish trend that was playing beforehand got countered, they got reversed, because you can now identify these two higher lows and this break and retest of the level. Or even afterwards, after this break and retest, you see you have 50 pips range. what you see is that at 47,500, this was the other PSA, which was 47,550. Now we went to 47,534, so almost exactly on the dot at the level charted in the morning. We saw the reaction, so that's why I have these price sensitivity areas exactly for this reason, because I expect some reaction over there, and what you see is that price is reacting and is breaking without a retest below this level, which is the first PPL, and is breaking without a retest below 47 flat. So it basically did 50 pips, even more, 70 pips. No real entry at the PPLs, but anyway, this is absolutely what we wanted. Can we say that is a bearish trend? I don't see particular price points with lower highs like as clean as we saw here, and we saw that here at 46,800, price reacting again and started making its way up, reacting again at the same level, and after some fight, as you can see, price almost always staying above 47 to 50 PPL. Then you had an impulsive move before New York opening, and I will delete it later on, and 48 flat gave a sort of double top, but this is indeed a very strong rejection. We have the first breakout below the PPL and below those previous lows, prices ranging below and then never going back up. What we see is that which is actually breaking below. This could be a break and retest. We are very close to those previous lows, and exactly as you can see, this is reacting exactly at the same let me use a trend line for this, reacting exactly at the same price point as before. But indeed, this break and retest was a good possible entry, which would have not worked out anyway, but it was a good entry for sure. Possibly with 10 pips, let's see. Yeah, no, would have been stopped out at this peak over there. Going on, I don't see really entries over there. Price is just ranging. What we see is that there's a huge pin bar and a very important PSA 47,550, which is exactly the same PSA of the morning. So it's the one PSA that was highlighted and that I was looking and monitor through the day. And as you can see, we have confirmation of very strong bearish bias. Here, you want to wait below those previous lows. You have either a break and retest, I don't know if you get to your 50 pips, 30 pips. No, you get only 25. So not very clean price action, I must say. But when you see that price is reacting once, twice, and the third time over there, and also later on, these are possible scalps as well for 30 pips, easily recovering this possible loss. Same bias, same PSA, giving you very good chances for a scalp and trading the range. After that, you are very close to the other PSA, 46,500. You saw that a lot of times price reacted, especially on the high time frame. And what you see is that price is creating a double, triple bottom, breaking and retesting the PPL. So this is a much higher risk and reward entry. But if you think that you have enough range, 30 pips to at least this PSA, because you can't ignore this. And do you have it? If you enter here, it's like 24 pips. It's not enough, but you see that price is never breaking below again, making a new higher low in line with this previous trend line. with either enter here or break and retest when the price is actually making a breakout. As you can see here, breakout of these previous candle bodies, you have your buy opportunity. Is the buy opportunity of the day. You see that the volume is here, the candles are still big, and if you enter there, you are easily going to 70 pips. If you are holding 35 pips easily, but as you can see, you also have another break and retest above the next PPL 47 to 50 for another scalp in continuation. So this is it, guys, and this is the price action of today. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you tomorrow.